Hallöchen, Hallöchen, meine lieben Leute. Und es geht weiter. Wir müssen irgendwie hier durchkommen. Hey, wir laufen falsch rum. So, dann gucken wir mal, ob wir hier durchkommen. So. Wir müssen bei denen irgendwie vorbei erstmal. Müssen wir, glaube ich, durch. Ja, müssen wir durch. Und geht schon wieder los hier. Und los. Wo ist der? Hier. Und los geht's. So, nur noch einer. Yes.
Nice. No scratches on my shield or my armor.
So, Musik ist hier. Ich weiß aber nicht, ob wir das so schaffen werden. Ach nö, wieder so ein Riesenvieh. Okay. Ach, ich mag das Spiel jetzt schon irgendwie nicht. Das ist irgendwie voll. Auch immer so lange, bis wir das hier fertig haben. Oh, renn dann nicht weg jetzt. Au. Ich hab meinen Viertel von der. Und wir haben noch keine besseren Schwerter. Die 2 Leute haben wir erstmal ausgebessert. Das kann dann was werden. Macht schon Hammer Schaden. Aber der irgendwie nicht. Alles klar. Okay, okay, bleib stehen jetzt, du Scheißvieh. Haben sie bald geschafft. Oh, soll doch ganz schön reingehen. Aua. Okay. Und haben wir es geschafft. Yes.
This ends now.
Consider yourself finished.
Geht doch.
I need to be stronger.
Okay. Und schon 3 Leute auf 39. Ist die Frage, müssen wir hier lang? Nee. Hier ist hier. Nee, da gehen wir jetzt nicht lang. Wir gucken, dass wir jetzt hier durchkommen. Ja, wir müssen hier durch.
I've got a really bad feeling about this.
Okay. Dann machen wir mal den hier platt hier. Ja, komm schon. Yes.
This one's got your
Der
name
erste.
on it. Here, let me help.
Now I'm in trouble.
Supernova.
Ja, komm schon. Yes.
Astral energy.
Say no more.
I'll heal you all. You'll soon see about that.
Lightning reflexes. Tenebrous claw. Dragon
Here
here I come.
Glacial spear.
Yes. Und
This ends now.
Consider yourself finished.
Will this help?
so, da haben wir die 2 auch geschafft. 2, 3, sagen wir mal so. Okay. Dann mal weiter. Ach, nö. Dann gehen wir halt mal hier hinter. Das Geld kann ich sehr gut gebrauchen. Boah, schwängerhaft. Und los geht's. Fragezeichen auch wieder. Bin schon gespannt.
This must be it. The entrance to the Forbidden Zone.
But it's just a wall. How do we get through?
Whoa, we? I thought this was sovereigns only.
Alphen.
Yes! It opened!
Interesting. If Alphen's presence still opens the way, it would seem the Sovereign of 3 centuries ago and now are considered one and the same.
What?
What the?
Alphen.
You again.
Tomorrow's the spirit channeling ceremony. We'll finally play our parts as the Sovereign and Maiden. How have you been feeling?
What am I sovereign of? Shuffled from lab to lab, always treated like an experiment. Whenever they look at me, all they see is a Danon. I don't even know what their precious ceremony's for. Let alone what they're going to force me to do as the Sovereign. Tell me, if we're both in the same boat, why do you seem so calm right now?
No choice. Becoming the Maiden's not something I wanted for myself. But they said Rena's prosperity depended on it. How could I say no after that?
Still, as a Renan, at least you got to decide. Good for you. Meanwhile, I was taken from my homeland. You aren't the captive one here.
It isn't right what they did to you, and I'm sorry for what it's worth. When this is over, I swear I'll help you get home. I can't do this alone. One more day.
How could I say no to that? It's not like I have any choice in the matter anyway. So, what's your name?
It's Naori. Naori Imaris. Try to remember this time.
You don't act like them. Like the other Renans, I mean. How come you treat me like a person?
Because you are. It's true we come from different worlds. But neither one of us asked to be here right now. In that sense, you and I are much the same. We couldn't do this. We wouldn't be able to talk to each other as people if we didn't see the humanity in each other. So I suppose the question you should be asking is, why wouldn't I treat you like one?
You're not like the others.
Maybe they're not like me.
Here's what we'll do. We give them their damn ceremony. You get me to Dana. That'll be the end of it. I'm taking you at your word on this. I'm trusting you, not them. Naori.
What the hell just happened?
That vision. Did everyone else see it too?
That person Alphen was speaking to, she looked exactly like XOne.
It was Naori. Naori Imaris. Isn't that right?
Yeah, that's right.
She really does look like XOne. I'm beginning to see why Alphen was so confused.
That's all very well and fine, but what did we just witness exactly? It was too real to be a mere hallucination.
It was a conversation we had 300 years ago. The night before the ceremony.
You mean all of that really happened? We just saw an episode straight out of your past?
But how is that even possible? Unless... Could this be the Red Woman's handiwork too?
No, I don't think so.
Why not?
You guys didn't feel it? The moment the entrance opened, it was like a stream of Danon astral energy rushing over us.
I felt it too. And not for the first time either. It was the same sensation as back inside the wedge.
That would make sense. After all, vast amounts of Dana's astral energy were being siphoned and sent up here to Lenegus. For all we know, perhaps we're close to the spot where all that energy was stored.
So you think it might have been the energy itself that was responsible for that vision we just saw? But how? And why?
We have no way of knowing. Maybe it's not even as deliberate as all that.
XOne, you okay?
Yeah. It was all just a little sudden. That's all. So that was my ancestor, huh? It was like looking into a mirror.
Yeah, there certainly is a resemblance.
What about you? How are you holding up?
Me?
Even putting aside the question of where that vision came from, it's likely we'll see more of those. Reliving painful episodes from your past. Do you think you can handle it?
I can't just pretend like the past never happened. Besides, if it helps us uncover the truth of what that ceremony really was, it might also lead to answers about your thorns.
Alphen.
That's not all. This whole time, we've been fighting to free Dana from the Renans. But now that we're here, it seems those same Renans might have it just as bad. I'd like to liberate them too if I can. Which is just another reason I can't afford to shield my eyes from the truth.
Whether you're on Dana or somewhere else, you always stay the same. Your indignation and righteous passion, your desire to free and protect, they're all hardwired into you. Not that I'm complaining. Come on, let's bust this thing wide open.
Nobody's here.
Stay sharp. After that last illusion, there's no telling what could happen in here.
Okay, dann gehen wir weiter. Okay, wir müssen da aufladen. Dann gucken wir erstmal vor hier. Nein. Hier. Okay, wir haben hier... Okay, da haben wir noch so viel. Haben wir alles fertig. Okay, wir haben noch so viel zu machen. Ist klar. Luftsprung. Bringt mir eigentlich relativ gar nichts. Okay, dann warten wir hier erstmal. Und hier noch irgendwas, was wir fertig machen können. 800. Okay. Auch fertig ist. Okay, das dauert hier noch. Was haben wir hier noch? Okay, das dauert auch noch ein bisschen, was wir hier fertig machen können. Okay, hier können wir weitermachen. So, was haben wir hier? Dann dauert auch was recht. Wird nichts, was wir gerade machen können. Okay, alles klar. Dann würde ich mal schon sagen, wir speichern mal hier, falls wir trainieren müssen. So. Dann würde ich sagen, wir gehen mal los. Weiß nicht, was hier kommt. Und auf geht's. So, wir sind komplett geheilt. Und dann gucken wir mal.
Faria, how did you get in here?
Wait, something about her isn't right.
What's wrong with her? She doesn't even seem to know where she is.
Yeah, you're right. She looks just like the soldiers we encountered outside.
Okay. Was ist das?
A summoning?
But that's preposterous. She never had that kind of power
We
when...
can talk later. Here it comes.
Alles klar. 45, alter Schwede.
I've never known Faria to control Zugos like that before.
How about with a stone that looks suspiciously like a master force?
What the? Where did she get her hands on that?
First we handle the Zugos, then we get some answers. Armor won't save you! Now we need the grid!
Erstmal alles draufknallen hier.
It's over! Rolling fire!
Glacial spear! Here's the Evo!
You're mine!
Lightning
Aua.
Here, let me help!
Sehr viel Leben hier.
No escape! It's on! First strike! Burn in hell! I'll run you through! Take this! I'm not done! No escape!
Okay, auch wir ihn jetzt. Der scheint auch wieder mehrere Phasen zu haben hier. Und ich habe keine stärkeren Waffen. Boah, ist der heftig. Ja, wieder mal voll abgekriegt hier. Und ich habe kein Leben gekriegt. Och nö. Kann mich mal einer heilen? Danke.
Thanks, Kisara. Where are you going? Not on my watch.
It was nice. Armor won't save you! I'm not done! Not today! First strike!
Wir brauchen Heilmittel. Mal heilen hier. Ja, genau. Schön. Oh. Oh. Okay, alles klar. Weiter geht's. Wir haben uns gar nicht gesehen. Wo hängen die eigentlich? Ah, schaffen wir den. Schaffen wir den.
Consider yourself finished. Blue escape. Burn in hell. Here I come. Blue escape. Destruction.
Oh. Hat sich aufgeladen. Okay, stell mal weg hier.
Get out of this. I'm not done.
Here, let me help. First aid! Wind astral energy!
Now I'm real mad.
Light astral energy!
Try harder.
Photon illuminate the world!
Crazy.
Holy glimmer! Holy glimmer!
You're finished.
I'll crush you.
Ja, mach anständig Schaden, bitte.
Lightning reflexes. Tenebrous claw.
Yes.
Here's a healing art! Illuminate the
Anything in armor is all mine.
Blade. You're
I can
mine.
carve through. I'll finish you here and now.
Hear my call!
Ja, könnten wir aber schaffen. Alter Schwede, macht der Schaden.
That'll bring you down!
Ach komm, wir haben hier trotzdem die letzte Phase drin. Und schnell weg hier. Erstmal so.
In a bind.
Ah, perfekt. Aua. Der tat weh. Okay, wir müssen jeden Fall gleich das HP heilen.
Almost there.
Or close enough. Take it away, Law.
I thought you'd never ask.
It's over.
I can't heal you forever!
Anything in armor.
Wir brauchen definitiv neue Waffen.
Now you see what I can do.
Out of ammo! Healing circle! Lightning condensed!
It's over.
Oh, oh, letzte Phase, richtig.
Here comes the big one.
Not my finest.
Stay away from my friend.
Und ich hab mir das hier. Ah, shit, das hat mich voll erwischt. Okay, weg hier, weg hier, weg hier. Okay, jetzt legt aber los hier. Okay, wir haben keinen HP mehr. Ah, komm, schaff mir den, noch kurz zum Schluss. Und jetzt. Und. Yes!
This one's got your name on it!
Yes. Hoffentlich genug Erfahrungspunkte hier.
Now it's just her. Varia, can you hear me? Varia.
She's preparing another summoning! The art she's casting is way too powerful to control. At this rate, her body won't be able to take much more.
Forgive me.
Alles klar.
Man, I thought we were goners.
Everything okay?
Yes. She's only unconscious.
Not her. I meant you.
Shion, please. Can you treat her?
I can try, but I can't promise she'll be back to her real self when she wakes up. All I can do is heal her physically.
We're not even supposed to be in here. Maybe it'd be better if we moved her to somewhere a little safer. Don't you think?
In that case...
I'll take her off your hands.
You? Avakir, what are you doing here?
I was curious what you were up to, so I took the liberty of following you to find out. I overheard what you said about Tarnigan, about how he really died. I'm sorry, I had no idea.
And you believed me? What makes you so sure I wasn't lying?
I like to think I know you a little better than that, Dohalim. Give me some credit. I'll take Faria. Leave her with me. I know better than to ask what you're up to. But whatever it is, I hope it all works out.
Thank you.
He seems like a good friend.
He hasn't changed. He never was one to stand out. Instead, he was always hanging back, worrying about everyone else. As for Faria, it's always the closest to me who get hurt.
You don't seriously blame yourself for what happened to her, do you?
Somebody got to her, to strike back at me. Someone who knew me well enough to know that I'd hesitate to fight back. And the same goes for you as well. Neither you nor Faria would have lost loved ones, if it wasn't for me.
You're wrong. Kelzelik was the one who killed my brother, under orders from Almadria. As for Tarnigan, if it weren't for the crown contest, he'd still be alive. That and the whole damn hierarchy that makes it possible. But that's why we're fighting. To put an end to this whole messed up system that treats people as expendable.
Indeed. Ridding society of this blight is really the only way I know how to atone for my sins.
You can't atone, Dohalim. I know it hurts to hear, but those people are dead. No amount of soul-searching or trying to make amends is going to change that. Forgiveness, acceptance, those ships have sailed.
So I just forget the harm I caused?
No, the opposite, in fact. You remember. You never forget. You keep it in your heart always. And then you go on living. Not for those already past, but for those still alive.
For those still alive.
Kisara's right. So long as we've still got breath in our bodies, we can make a difference in the lives of others. Lives being the operative word.
That's what living's all about. Being able to still make a difference. Punishing yourself for the past won't make the pain of your conscience go away.
Only fixing the problem in its stead. Is that what you're saying?
That's right. You have to live for tomorrow, Dohalim, not for yesterday. And not only that, you need to live for yourself, and for the change that you still can be.
I shall try.
Don't forget, we've still got a mystery to solve. The Forbidden Zone, remember?
Shion.
Huh?
Thank you. You have my deepest gratitude for what you did for Faria.
Glad to be of service.
I'm glad we could stop Faria without hurting her.
You all did much for her as well. I'm most grateful.
Oh, shucks. We're on the same team, right? Let's move on.
Okay, Leute, da hat sich das schon wieder sehr gut ergänzt hier. Und ja, ich würde sagen, wenn es euch gefallen hat, gerne ein Däumchen da lassen. Bis dann. Ciao.